How is everyone doing today? It is UT Angel and Kiddo. It is October 23rd of 2021. I don't know why. Sometimes I just like making sure that the dates in each one of my videos, more for personal reference, to go back and look at back on certain things on. We went to our local farm market, and I would like to tell everybody you should check out your local area. We live in a really small town, so our farm market is a really small farm market. It is sometimes in the middle of winter, they will only have one or two vendors out there, these small homesteader families that come out and sit at the market. And in the summertime, it's probably 10 to 15 booths, and it tends to be more crafts and stuff. But we really would like to support our local market, because we went down there and we've made a lot of friends over the past several years. We give them our plants a lot of times too, some of the unique stuff that we want to grow that we don't have room for in our yard or might not get the best shot, and they grow the plants for us. So we also get to go to the market and see some of these unique varieties that we want to see up close by providing unique to our friends there, and then them growing them out for us. So we went to the farm market. It is Saturday the 23rd, I believe. But we went to our market, which is every Saturday, even in the winter time, and got ourselves. We go down there about every single weekend. We have missed it for about a month now. Look at, you know that you've gotten a good haul when the bag, even made of a tougher canvas like that, is starting to break. So we'll have to find a new market bag to take down there. But me and Kiddo wanted to sit down and kind of give you guys a show of our haul this time and stuff, to show you the kind of unique things and cool things we got from the market, and maybe just to show off just a little bit, right? Yeah. All right, so this is jalapeno bread, and we really like this kind of bread from down there. It's one of the vendors that's down there. We get it because the jalapenos and cheese are infused throughout the bread. It's not just on the bread, it's all throughout the bread. I like the bread a little bit doughier or softer as well. And what's this, Kiddo?
It's a s'mores.
It's Smores Brownies.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in the video here. That's it. So me and Kiddo like getting these. Angel makes a really good one for holidays sometimes, or birthday and stuff like that. It's actually a whole cookie sheet size one, so that makes it a lot better too, that you get more of it. But they have these little s'mores brownie things down there that me and Kiddo like to get.
It's like this is the top layer in the brownie section.
Yeah. What are these?
Freeze-dried milk duds.
Yeah, we just got these for fun.
Never thought I'd say that in my life.
He never thought he'd say freeze-dried milk duds in his life, but here they are. So we're going to give these a try. They had freeze-dried Jolly Ranchers last week.
Yeah, I've heard of those, but not this.
Yeah, I don't know. They're freeze-drying them and causing them to explode somehow, huh?
Yeah.
We got some chicken. There was another vendor down there. We just decided to give it a try.
Pasteurized chicken.
Yeah, pasteurized chicken. We'll go ahead and probably put that in our freezer for now, though. We went to the Mary Marva's. We got some more seasonings. This one's a holiday seasoning. Herb infused salts is what they do a lot of. Fresh basil and garlic. We're going to probably try that in some of our canning processes. And I'll show you guys some of that in a second. And then we got some raspberry hibiscus tea. And I forgot to ask if it's Texas Star. I don't know much about hibiscus other than all the ones that I hear shouted out online and being grown online, especially through like Lady Cheryl's, is Texas Star hibiscus. So I would assume that's one of the major ones being used. We got a couple things of potatoes. And like tomatoes from the grocery store being watered down flavored in comparison to homegrown, the potatoes, they just have a better flavor to them. I don't know, I feel like when I'm eating
They taste earthier and fresher.
Yeah, earthier and fresher. What's this, hon?
It's a burrito. It is a meat burrito.
Yeah, one of our favorite vendors down there, Marigold's Gardens, sells some warm food. They'll actually be there in the cold of winter. We got some cheddar bratwurst.
Yeah, I really like these.
Yeah, Kiddo really likes these. They sell these mango habanero ones too that we ended up getting because we still have some in the freezer for. We get a few cookies. right?
Yeah.
Peanut butter cookies. Those are the major things we get. I grabbed one of these. I should have grabbed two of them. It's a... I can't remember the name of it.
It's a squash, but I can't
it's
remember
a
either.
Squash. It's my sister's favorite, I believe. And these might come from plants that we had given to them down there. Or they might have got those. I think they might have this kind at the local nursery too. Kiddo wanted some banana bread, but he ended up going with pumpkin bread. He said that's twice as good. I don't know if he knows yet, but he might be right.
Yeah.
And this is the most exciting part that I wanted to show everybody. These are the 2020 carrot cross peppers. We gave them plants this year, pepper plants, and this, I don't know if we'll save seeds on this, but this is an excellent, excellent pepper. It's a cross between a lemon spice, jalapeno, and a courbaki pepper. And they come out orange. They almost look like carrots. We were calling them the carrot cross, but ours this year didn't quite look the carroty. Same as this. So when we do cut these open, excess seeds that come off at that time, we will throw into some water to see if they sink or float and add them to our collection of saved seeds. But it's we've been calling it the carrot cross or the 2020 cross, and it's a cross between a courbaki and lemon spice jalapeno. We got enough of these to pickle a small jar. These are Sugar Rush Peach from plants that they got. And the same way with these, the oranger ones that are probably ripe that might have viable seeds, we'll go ahead and toss those in some water, and if they sink, then we'll probably be saving seeds. We really like giving plants to our local market vendors. They have greenhouses, farmland, growing situations that they've done for years and years and years. And if we want to see more unique, we just kind of take our unique plants down there and give them some excess plants, and so they get to sell something unique at the market, and at the same time we get to see something. Ours, this is probably about the entire production of our entire Sugar Rush Peach plant this year out of our yard. And here I am holding a nice sized bag of them that we could use for jams, we could use for all sorts of things, but I'm going to probably pickle these into a jar too, just so they don't go bad and I can save as many seeds as possible. And really, really excited about, well, this is the biggest lemon spice jalapeno I've seen.
Yeah.
So we'll probably save seeds off of this excellent pod that comes from their grows too. And these, I almost want to cut one open just to make sure, but I am sure. Based on the stem, everything else like that, this is called the Manzano Pepper. It comes from a cultivar of pepper called the Capsicum pubescens. The plants are actually kind of furry. That's where it gets the pubescence tag to the cultivar name. It's really, really hard, if next to impossible, to cross with other cultivars of peppers. So having it in your yard and saving seeds from it's almost always true to type. A really, really ancient pepper. It's been around for a really, really long time. I believe Manzano means apple. And it's because of its shape and somewhat of its fruitier flavor. So not being an ahi type, which is a capsicum baccatum, this is a Capsicum pubescens that comes from mostly the Andes Mountains and higher elevations in South America. So when I say higher elevations, we can relate to that in a lot of ways. With the U.S., it's more, you got the slopes of the ocean that give rise to mountains. In South America, it seems a lot more like the high altitudes are next to the coastal regions. So those regions can get colder. They're high altitude, but they're only about as high altitude as we are inland. It's just a somewhat different, like a tropical high altitude. So these ones can dip into cold weather a little bit more. They won't take a freeze, but they can deal with a lot colder weather than a lot of the other pepper plants. And the plants actually grow like trees. That's probably why ours didn't produce this year, is we need to single them out in solitary buckets and maybe grow them as if they're like a mini tree. But this is the Manzano pepper, a really rare kind of pepper. Tons of peppers, burritos, bread, sausage, everything like that. And then we do spend a decent amount, but we don't buy fast food anymore. We don't deal with any of that stuff. We're not super, super hippy-dippy people. But I know that Angel and Kiddo are chomping at the bit right now to get a hold of their burritos and their brownies. So I just wanted to show everybody the kind of unique things that you can pick up at a market. You can pick up fresh food. You can make a lot of close friends down there. Potatoes, squash. Squash is probably one of the plants that's the most underappreciated. You can grow giant squash in a small area usually. I mean, they do spread out pretty big and they do grow better in the ground, but they store well for winter times, and you can use pickling, you can bake breads with them, and it's just a bigger plant. You can feed a family with one. We saw one that was probably 3.5 foot long, banana squash, last time.
Yeah, it was big.
Yeah, it was like, it had to have weighed 3 times kiddo. Probably weighed more than I did. But it was just this giant, like, it probably would have had trouble in our trunk, this giant banana squash. But just a lot of really cool things down there. Seed sharing, building community, eating better food. As soon as we cut out fast food from our diet and started eating this stuff, it's not necessarily that we're against fast food, I guess. It just makes us sick when we eat it, right?
Yeah.
You want to show
Yeah.
them the bag, bud?
Oh yeah, I just did.
Oh. This is another squash that we got previous from them, a striped zucchini. Some of the tomatoes that we have still ripening, but look at those carrot peppers, Manzano, and Sugar Rush.
Yeah, and also we're supporting the local community as well. With how rough things have been this last year, you know, with the pandemic and all that stuff, it really helps to bring the community together and to support the local community and have really good fresh food.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to say, like, I want to make it perfectly clear. It's not a disadvantage or anything that I'm trying to whine or complain about. We're poor. We're poor. And if you're poor too and you have problems getting this kind of stuff, look for your local farm market. I mean, even in a small town like we are, we have a market that's pretty much thriving there. I think that they'll become a lot more relevant coming up in the future. But, you know, if you want to get rid of fast food, you can do this every weekend. You know what I mean? For the exact same price, you can do this every single weekend. We're going to pickle these. We're going to freeze some of it. We're going to store some of it. And we're going to do it again next week, I'm pretty sure. But it's UT Angel and Kiddo. You want to sign us out, bud?
Bye. Bye.
Tell them the date. It's October 23rd.
October 23rd.
What are you most excited about?
Yes.
The pumpkin bread? I thought you'd be exploded Whoppers. What are you most excited about?
Those are the two exact.
My burrito.
I have a 3-way tie between these 3 peppers. So UT Angel and Kiddo, we love you guys, and thanks for watching. Just wanted to show off a little bit. Hope you don't mind. Catch you next time.